Hello everybody and welcome to another video. I'm Walter Mather and thank you for being here. Do you ever struggle in a winter weather environment to stay warm, whether you're filmmaking or you're a photographer or you simply like to recreate in extreme winter weather conditions? If so, you have come to the right video. In this video, I'm going to go through with you my winter weather layering system that I use to stay warm and cozy. Now keep your eye out in the video because we are going to talk about an upcoming giveaway where you can win yourself a really cool free piece of gear. Also, stick around all the way to the end where I go through a new piece of equipment that I've recently purchased that's going to blow your mind in terms of keeping you warm in the winter. All right, well, let's get right to it. Whew. So I thought since we're out here photographing in the winter environment, I'd run through with you guys what my layering system is to keep you warm. And honestly, it starts right here. These are 100% merino wool undies. Keeps your junk warm, keeps you warm. You got to start at the very, very base. And you never want to let any cotton in your layering system at all. So I start with merino wool here, and then underneath my boot, I would take it off and show you, but there's merino wool socks. Next up, I'm going to quickly go to my beanie because it's so cold out here, and a good beanie. And I'll have a link of this whole kit in the description so that you can go and look at these different items. Up next is my secret weapon. I can get into it. This baby is the AIRBLASTER ninja suit. Merino wool, has a nice 360 zipper in case you got to take care of business while you're out in the woods without taking off your suit. And this is also primarily merino wool, and it makes for a fantastic first layer. You know, I love it because when I bend over or something, you know, sometimes you'll expose your skin if you wear two different layers. This keeps me covered top to bottom, and it's like my secret weapon. All right, then from there, we go to these little babies. We go to these little babies right here, which are an REI Fleece Pant, super cozy, super warm. And in this particular environment where the temperatures are ranging from, it's about 20 right now to negative 20, these are a good next layer. From there we go to a pair of Mountain Hardwear insulated snow pants. These are waterproof, windproof, very, very nice. They are insulated. Which is great. You can get them just in a shell, but if you're going to be out doing anything serious in the winter, I would recommend the insulated version. It's great. They got a cargo pocket, two other pockets. I don't think they have any back pockets, but it's reinforced down here, so it's good for skiing. And I've you know, I'm always breaking wood over my knee, and I've had these pants for 2 or 3 years and they've worked absolutely flawlessly. Yeah, so Mountain Hardwear insulated pants. Now we'll move on to the top. So next up is another little bit of a secret weapon. There will be no link in the description for this because you can't get it online. You have to buy it at the store in Leadville, Colorado. This is a Melanzana, aka a Melly, and this is great. Super comfortable, dries very quickly. It's just really, really cozy. It's got a big hood that you can zip this in and make it like a fleece cover for your face. But the one caveat with this is you have to buy it at the store. They don't ship. They make it all right there in the store. Literally, when I walked in the store, I was like, the American dream is still alive. The clothes are in the front, the sewing machines are in the back. They make it right then and there. But here's the thing. Once this channel reaches 100 subscribers, we are going to have a giveaway for one of these where I will personally go to Leadville, buy you a Melanzana in your size. You'll have to be kind of flexible on the colors, but once I hit 100 subscribers, we will do a Melanzana giveaway. A merino wool buff. And basically what a buff is for is it basically keeps your neck warm. You put it like this, tuck it in, just keeps all your skin from being exposed. You can also tuck it up like this, cover your face, you know, and use it as a face cover when the snow's blowing and it's windy. Yeah, and you just want to get this also in merino wool so it will dry quickly. Then I'll move on to coats, where this is my insulating down layer. This is a Mountain Hardwear. I believe it's a 650 fill. And when I'm actively doing things, this is perfect. This can make a nice, you know, real nice layer. Once you get this down on, it keeps your core nice and warm. It's amazing how quickly you'll start to warm up. Oftentimes if I start skiing or something, I'll have to take it off because it is too warm. But if I'm just out and I'm photographing and I'm standing still, not doing much, then I go to this. This is a Backcountry down coat, which is an 850 fill. And this is super warm. This will keep you warm if you're not really moving around, if you're just standing still. And the thing I love about it is it actually comes with pit zips. So you can regulate your heat a little bit. Super versatile, super cozy, really keeps you warm. Definitely would recommend this if you spend any sort of time doing stuff outside in the winter. Okay, then we finish this whole thing off with this is a Burton 3-ply Goretex, part of their AK versions. I have had this coat for probably 8 years and it has never let me down. It's waterproof, it's windproof, and it's a nice finishing layer. You know, with this on, if it's really windy, blowing snow, any of that type of thing, this will keep you nice and warm. 3-ply Gore-Tex, you cannot go wrong. And then we got hands. Now hands can be a tricky thing as a photographer. I got these are a little pair of, they're made by Head Ski Company, and they're just a little pair of like polyester gloves. And these are wonderful because I can actually work the camera with them without exposing my hands. Now, if I'm out photographing, I will go to these babies, which are made by a company called Wintergreen. Now, these are what you call overmitts. So, has a strap, and these are basically a great big oversized glove for your hands, and these are super warm. I've used these in the Arctic before, and they work great to keep your hands warm. But now I'm going to show you what I love about them. Okay, so you got these big overmitts on, right? Now you're saying, well, what's that funny thing around your neck, and what's that for? That is so you're out and then you see something you want to photograph and it's really cold. You just go like this, boom, grab your camera, photograph, You still have your little gloves on, so your hands aren't exposed. And then it's as simple as just, you don't got to use two hands, you can just use one. In the winter when your hands are cold and you're moving quick, oops, boom, you're right back in. And they have a nice little thing right here. Wipe your nose, wipe your goggles. Probably shouldn't wipe your nose because then it'll get covered with boogers and snot. But yeah, these are awesome to keep your hands warm. And I love how versatile. Boom, get the camera, you're good to go. But now, if I'm trekking to and from, or I'm working, like setting up the teepee, or cutting wood, or skiing, and I want a little bit more dexterity in my hands. These are made by a company called Hestra, if I'm saying that right, Hestra. And these are awesome. They have a nice fleece liner on the inside too. And they also come in a mitt if you prefer mittens, which can be a little bit warmer than gloves. They have straps right here to tighten them up. But what I love too is they have a real nice leather surface, for working with tools, your ski poles, or whatever. A great winter working glove. The keys to this layering system really are that, you know, Merino wool, down, Gore-tex, all quick drying, all breathable. In an environment like this, if you get wet, you know, that's when trouble starts. If you get too sweaty or too hot, so you need to have a versatile system that you can regulate your temperature with. And this system has worked really well for me in winter environments, and hopefully it'll work really well for you. And like I said, if you want a chance at a Melanzana hoodie, please subscribe, because once I hit 100 subscribers, I will do a Melanzana hoodie giveaway. So you'll have your chance. If you live outside of Colorado, you'll have a chance for me to personally go and get you one, and then I will send it to you. Oh, and I did forget one thing, and that's these right here. These are a Mountain Hardwear down pant. Now, I don't usually travel in these because they're too hot, but if I stop, like tonight, I'll probably break these out when I'm out doing star stuff. But the great thing is that they have a full zip. So to get into them, you don't have to take off your ski boots. You don't have to take off nothing. You just, boom, put them on. Zip them up, and you are good to go. Yeah, and they're great because they're super versatile. These are made by Mountain Hardwear. It's a Mountain Hardwear down pant. And again, like oftentimes you'll ski out to somewhere and you're hot, but then once you get there and you slow down, you start to get cold. And that's where these come in. You just unzip them, put them on, and you're good to go. Nice and toasty. Well, there you have it. That's my winter layering system. I hope you found this video useful. And if you like finding out about gear and photography, cinematography, and the types of gear you need to stay comfortable in certain environments, please subscribe to the channel. There'll be lots more useful information on different types of gear, whether it's photography gear or the apparel that you got to wear to stay comfortable in the field. Thanks again for watching. The winter layering video was filmed on location in Grand Teton National Park. If you haven't seen it, here's a link to the video right there. It was basically a solo trip overnight that I did in Grand Teton National Park, and it was legitimately cold. I think the coldest I had during that trip was about negative 17, 18. But it was cold the whole time, and I used that layering system, and it worked great. I'm not going to say there wasn't some times where I was actually cold, like when I was doing star lapses. That was legitimately cold, but it was manageable. But now let me tell you about something that I had discovered right before I went on that trip and tried on that trip. A buddy of mine, Farnham, turned me on to this. This is the Zippo Heatbank 9S. I liked it so much, I bought two. And basically what this is it's simply a a lithium battery. You can actually use this as a power bank to charge your phone, but it is also a hand warmer, and it's got multiple settings. So basically, after you turn it on, it has 3 different heat settings. And you just simply push the button. 3 blue lights is full heat source. If you have just the if you have the green light showing, then it's just one side. But this thing heats up. It actually gets hot. But I can tell you from experience, it does work. And what I would do with it is I would use it I almost always used it on the middle blue setting, 2 blue dots, both sides heated up. And I would use it to warm up my hands. But it has this nice lanyard on it. So oftentimes I would just let it hang, and it would just hang right here, warming up my core underneath my coat. And then when I need it, I'd pull it out and I would just warm up my hands real quick. But now let me tell you something else. Oftentimes when you're in a winter environment, what's the one thing that always goes on your camera gear? Your batteries. You take this little baby, put it on 1 blue dot, put it in a little insulated lunchbox, boom, your batteries are not going to die. But now here's the thing. It says on the packaging that this lasts for 9 hours. Like I said, I mostly used it on the second power setting, both sides. So that'd be 2 blue. And I would get about 8 hours out of it. And then I would recharge it at night. I have these big 96 watt hour lithium batteries that I charge everything with, and I would just simply recharge it. But this is a game changer. I can't tell you how nice it was when I was out doing stars and I couldn't even feel my hands to be able to take this out and even stick it into a mitten or a glove and let it warm up, or have it on the inside of your coat, heating up your core. I don't know. I really liked it a lot, and I thought it was great. And it's like, if you ever use hand warmers, I have used them before, and every single time I use hand warmers, I feel guilty as I throw them into the garbage, because it's a huge amount of waste. Whereas this is 100% reusable. Now, I've only had this for 1 trip, but I'm assuming it feels good. I had no problems with it, and it feels like it's built to last. But yeah, there you have it. Thanks again. Now, if you found this content useful, go ahead and just punch that subscribe button. All right. See you on the next one. Total goon. God, this in front of the camera is tough.